Hello, day 18.
The 29th year and beyond. Well, today we're going to talk about boundaries. And I mean space boundaries. When Fred and I first got married, we lived in a sort of small apartment. And I was, like I said, sort of a free spirit. So, he'd be in the bathroom. I'd just walk in and he would just be like, his eyes would sort of bug out. Like, what are you doing in here? And it was, sort of an adjustment for him.
It was. She talked about boundaries because when it came to time in the necessary room, that was an area that was just like really, 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 really uncomfortable for me. I mean, however, she was determined that it was like, oh no, we're on this journey together. And so even when you're relieving yourself, I have the ability to be in here.
Okay, but I had to be at work sometimes early in the morning, and so did you. And I would have to brush my teeth or whatever, so we only had the one bathroom.
It was an adjustment.
It was an adjustment.
It was an adjustment. Right?
But yeah.
A forced adjustment. but it was an adjustment. But the reality is this. If you're spending your life together, there shouldn't be any area where you're uncomfortable. But it was. Because I just wasn't used to having people in the bathroom with me.
Yes.
It's not normal.
No, it isn't normal. But he adjusted, and he became somewhat of a free spirit as well. And there was a time when you had the hemorrhoids, remember? And we had to have those checked, and I had to have my twin look because I didn't know what they were. It was a little uncomfortable, but we determined that they were definitely hemorrhoids and went to the doctors. And then there was a time that I got desperately ill, and because I always left the door open, he was asleep, and Fred sleeps really, really hard.
Back then. I don't sleep as hard now.
Well, two kids later.
Initially, you could land a plane in the bedroom, and I wouldn't wake up unless, or maybe if it rolled over me. Maybe.
Yeah. But I was desperately ill. I had gotten food poisoning from my favorite little Chinese spot right around the corner, and I was throwing everything at him. Toothbrushes, brushes, towels, soap. Because I could not walk. Nothing. Finally, and I promise you, the space from one door to the other was maybe 8 feet, maybe 6.5 feet. It wasn't that far. And I finally crawled over there and grabbed his foot, and he was startled like somebody had broken the house. What?
Did you grab my foot?
Yes.
I don't recall.
You don't remember that?
No.
Yeah.
I do recall waking up, and I just thought it was God.
Yeah, it was God to help me get across the hall. Finally got me up off the floor. But I had been in the bathroom, I promise you, calling everybody, including God.
Bless your heart, she threw up and threw out. She had nothing left in and nothing left to throw.
45 minutes I had been in there sick, and then he got up. But he got me up. He was so sweet and so loving. But, those were boundaries that we just had to sort of adjust to, and one of many that you will in a marriage. And just wanted to share, just that. There's so many nuances to a new relationship and to a marriage, and being able to share everything with each other.
Because keep in mind, you, when you get married, you have invited this person to take the journey with you. The total journey with you. And again, just like Yael said, of course, there are things that you've done alone. There are things that you probably never considered doing with someone. But when you're sharing your life together, that's everything. And so you have to begin to reestablish, those boundaries as well. And get comfortable, because initially it was just like, oh Lord, how am I going to work with this woman in my bathroom? But now, it's just like, okay, whatever.
Right.
Right. My bathroom versus our bathroom. It's the boundaries. But being open to just share everything. Because, you're in it to win it. You're in it for the long haul.
You really
for
are.
better or for worse. And her coming in while I was trying to handle my business, that was probably one of the worst.
Yeah, it was a challenge. But anyway, so boundaries. Discuss them, think about them, but you know what? Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid. Prepare for them.
Prepare for them. Thanks a lot. We'll see you later.